You know, many people point out to me that it is literally a ticking time bomb if, of course, you work for the former royals known as Harry and Meghan. Oh yes, it's never easy because whatever you do, and it's fascinating this because it literally is a point where you can be doing so well, right, Josh? And the thing is, you say the wrong thing or perhaps raise your eyebrow, and Madame apparently is not happy, you know. It's very Mary Antoinette, isn't it? You know, let them eat cake, as Freddie Mercury famously sang in that mega smash Killer Queen, you know what I mean? And it's just interesting to see that literally they all come in thinking they're going to change the world, and suddenly the world changes around them because, well, it's all about who has the power. And right now, even though it's dwindling on a more dramatic basis, well, yeah, the power is literally sinking. But for this particular individual, is this the first nail, as they often say, in the wood? As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you, chums. Thank you so much for joining me today. And as ever, welcome one and all brand new subscribers. Nice to see you here on a blistering day here in beautiful London. And of course, as many people know, you have to be on your guard, particularly when it's sunny, ladies. Don't, take notice of the fact that your handbags are swinging simply because it's a sunny day and you've got out a lighter bag. I know I lecture you all, but trust me, watch your gear. Oh, I'm like Sherlock Holmes on that tube. Put that away. Don't get that. You just can't stop yourself because when it's happened to you, you just want to share it with others, don't you? And I'm not frightening people. I'm just saying, be very aware. We all get a little bit lost in the heat. Sitting out in a bar or something, you put your phone on the table. Don't keep it on your person. It's a little bit like this particular individual. Yes, Meredith Main, remember, she came over, of course, to London a couple of weeks ago now. And miraculously, this all ended up in the Mail on Sunday. Exquisite, very clear pictures with exclusive on them. I mean, who could have possibly tipped these people off? This was, as we now know, the secret summit meeting that was going to turn everything around and change the world, particularly for Meghan Markle, as you can imagine. And things were going to go in her favour and people were going to suddenly say, yeah, absolutely, we're totally on your side. Didn't quite work out like that, as we now all know. Now, where this gets really interesting is, you see, when it fails, there's always the blame game going around, particularly with Meghan and Harry. And we saw that with the Centre Barley thing. Harry cannot take rejection well. We saw it with this security straight on camera. Well, that again was Meredith's idea, allegedly. And suddenly, it's not going well because it's not his fault. Somebody else, it's the establishment. His father could have stopped it. But, oh, by the way, I wouldn't mind seeing my father because I don't know how long he's got left. So, contradictory in terms. Here's where this gets really interesting, though, because now that particular thing has well and truly backfired. And from an excellent source, and this is a brilliant, excellent source, let me tell you, the palace were very, very aware of what was going on. When you see those two individuals who you now know, of course, as aides, royal aides, as it were, they knew exactly the reason why they were being invited out onto the balcony of that private members club. You see, most private members clubs have, well, a lot of, shall we say, connections, right? And they knew exactly when they were going in there that that was a possibility, but they went along with it. Now, many people suggest that Harry and Meghan, they claim they had no idea this was happening. So hang on a minute. So your head of communications, right? You comes over to London. You've got no idea why they're meeting two aides, royal aides aligned to the king. I mean, lie upon lie, just admit it and say, well, we're not sure how the picture got, but yes, we did organise the meeting, but they don't even want to do that. Now, where's this a problem? Well, behind the scenes, according to a source, well, it looks like this is Meredith's first fail. And the thing is, you see, somebody has to get the blame. As I've said, it can never be Markle and it can never be Harry. It has to be somebody behind the scenes. And the bottom line is now that Meredith really is backpedaling to sort of suggest, according to a source, that she doesn't really know what direction to go in. Of course, this is a woman who's had quite a bit of experience in the world of television, but not necessarily handling two firecrackers, as you can imagine, particularly those that want their own way. And if it doesn't come out exactly down to how it was presented to them, or indeed their idea was going to be executed, then there are problems. So the secret meeting, the royal summit, all of that sort of stuff literally fell apart for this simple one reason. But as Harry and Meghan always do this, they step back and say they knew nothing about it, nothing to do with us. Consequently, the fall guy has to come from somewhere. And one suspects very soon that even though there's these brand new disruptors who so far have only made a success of Meghan's twerking video, it can't be long before that door is spinning round once again, looking for somebody new who's going to rescue the hapless royal duo. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.